Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we're going to talk about anime. Now you guys have asked me to do videos about anime for a long time, and I keep mentioning it, saying that I watch a lot and I can do videos about it, but here's the thing. Here's the rub, as they say. I don't know what to talk about, really. I mean, just to talk about current episodes of things, like discussions after I watch them, or series in general. I guess I could do like top lists, things like that. I don't know. What do you guys want? I guess that's going to determine what I do. But for this video, I'll just talk generally about what I like and what I've seen and what I would recommend, and then we can go from there, I guess. So my personal favorite genre is all of them. There's none that I really don't watch other than like hentai or things like that. But even some of the ecchi stuff, if it's got a good story, like literally a good story, then I don't mind that it's like that, but it's not like I don't watch those generally speaking. I do prefer like the action-y type ones, but there are a lot that are story driven that are really good too. So that's why I said like there's so many different types of anime to talk about. I'm not sure what you guys want me to actually do, and since I'm making the videos for your viewing pleasure, I need your input. But some of my favorite shows are, of course, Dragon Ball. I have watched everything from Dragon Ball other than some of the movies that were never brought to the US. Most of the stuff I watch has to be dubbed, since I watch it while I sculpt and paint, and I cannot read the subtitles, and I don't know enough Japanese yet to just listen. So anything that's not dubbed or subbed is out of the question completely. Most things that are only subbed I haven't watched yet, but some I have. Okay, so Dragon Ball, I enjoyed it, but Dragon Ball Z is where I think it's at. I really enjoyed Dragon Ball Z a lot. I did stop enjoying it so much after the Cell Saga ended. Buu Saga I thought was really blah. And then GT, I know it's not canon, but parts of GT were really good. I enjoyed a lot of it a lot, or some of it a lot, and then a lot of it I didn't enjoy very much at all. I thought the whole Goku becoming a kid again, and then Pan, that whole thing didn't work for me. So that's my take, my really quick take on Dragon Ball Z. As far as the two most recent movies, I thought they were okay. There were good parts and bad parts about both of them. Entertaining, yes, but generally great, not so much. Okay, so there's Dragon Ball. Let's get that out of the way. Naruto. I've tried it. I can't do it. Maybe again someday I'll give it a shot, but for now, no. Not at all. Same thing with Sailor Moon. Not into that at all. What other big ones are there to talk about? Attack on Titan. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I think it's highly overrated just because it was like the new big popular thing and people are freaking out about it. I don't think it's that good. It's good, but it's not anything special, really. It was well done, but had a lot of drawn out parts and some annoying things. So I liked it and I'm looking forward to the next season, but I don't think it's anything super special. What else is there? One Piece. One Piece is kind of a big one. I really enjoy One Piece. And I'm not saying that from like a fanboy perspective. I started out not being into One Piece at all. In fact, I tried watching it like I did with Naruto, and I just gave up a few times after a few episodes. I'm like, it's just not for me. I don't like it. But this last time I watched it, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a couple more. It might push you away at first because it's very goofy, it's very silly, even though it's very serious at some points, and it actually talks about serious things that are happening IRL. If you give it time to get its claws in you, I think you'll like it. I think you will enjoy it a lot, and there's a lot of it to enjoy. I'm only watching the dubbed version because like I said, I can't do subs. So I'm on episode 433. Okay, and there are, I think, like 750 episodes currently on the subbed version, so there's a lot to watch. And I do recommend you watch it. Even the filler arcs that are not canon, they're still mostly entertaining. So I suggest you give it a go. There are a lot of characters, and they do a good job of bringing those characters back into the story. Even if you think they're a side character, they're going to come back at some point, most likely. So they do a really good job of keeping the story going, keeping it fresh. Anything can happen in that show. Literally anything. And it always feels like it belongs, even if it's completely ridiculous. So it's a very good thing they did with that. Now, along the lines of more serious shows, like Death Note, I thought Death Note was fantastic, the first season. First season was great. Absolutely loved it. Everything about it was great. Second season lost a lot of momentum, lost a lot of cred in the storytelling. It was just a lot less interesting. Still a good watch though, so I suggest you check it out. It's definitely not for the youngsters. By the way, this whole anime thing, I'm not going to limit it to just PG or whatever type of stuff. It's going to have like serious, bloody, maybe some stuff like that in it too. So use your own good judgment. If you're young, then talk to your parents before you watch stuff, because a lot of the anime isn't meant for young kids. Okay, so Death Note, really cool, really enjoyed that. Psycho Pass, same thing, really cool, really enjoyed that. I like those storylines a lot. They did a great job with those. Another one I really liked was Dead Man Wonderland. That one kind of mixed the serious and violent with a little less realistic action fantasy type of thing, so that was really fun. I enjoyed that. Let's talk about Mecha briefly. There are two that I have watched, and generally two. One is Full Metal Panic, which is not nearly as serious as most of the Gundam shows. So for that reason, I really liked Full Metal Panic. It wasn't nearly as political, so I thought that was a really fun one. So if you're into Mecha but maybe don't think you're going to like Gundam, try Full Metal Panic. That's pretty enjoyable. And if you are wanting to try Gundam, there are two different types. There's a super serious, highly political type of show, which is most of them. And there are lots of good ones. I haven't watched a lot of them just because I'm not into watching that kind of thing so much. I care more about the mech suits rather than the political storylines, which are really annoying. So if you want one that's political but not overly political, I think it still has some cool action scenes. I would try, and people are going to probably hate me for this, I would suggest Seed and Seed Destiny. They don't have the best storylines at all, but a lot of the suits look really cool, so I would give that a go. And if you want one that's a little more light, a little more fun, still political, but still really cool designs and mostly action-driven, the Wing series. Wing is really good. And then if you want one that's completely not serious, well, not completely, but mostly not serious, G Gundam, which is my favorite. I like G Gundam the most, and then Wing after that. Then there's like a million other series, so you're going to have to look around and see what you like, but those are all good ones. Recently, I started watching Seven Deadly Sins, which so far I'm only like 4 episodes in, but I really like that. That's a Netflix one, so I suggest you give that a shot. It's not completely serious, but it is kind of serious and kind of jokey at the same time, so that's good. And then another one I want to talk about briefly is another Netflix one, which is Knights of Cydonia. I thought the first season was really good, if for no other reason than the soundtrack. Second season, I didn't like it very much. But first season I thought was really cool. Second season, at the end, got really good, but throughout almost the entire middle and beginning, not so good. What other ones have I seen that I can touch on briefly that let you guys know what we can talk about? Kill la Kill is another one. I really enjoyed that because it was satire. It was making fun of the genre, but still really entertaining, had really cool fights, and was a lot of fun. It wasn't meant to be serious. I know it's not like the best thing ever. That's just what people were saying because it has side boob and under boob. But it was a cool show. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about anime in general, what shows you want me to talk about, what kind of videos you want me to do, and I'll try to do that for you. But for now, this is it, and I'll come up with some ideas if you guys don't have any, but I don't know. This is it for now, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.